Yeah.
All right.
I reckon I'll like this show.
Okay. All right.
Welcome in, you losers. Come take a seat at the losers table. It feels very weird you being over in the corner.
It's pretty loaded.
We're matching
I hope you bring us...
light and dark.
I don't know where that's going, but I hope you brought your lunch so you could ignore that too. This is being crazy. It's been a huge ride. You know, we've just celebrated episode 10. This is going to be some sort of episode that we're releasing at some point in time. It's going to be amazing. So to pull up a seat because everything is happening every time. I don't know what day of the year it is. It's all happening, all right? Now, I know losers forgetful, but I'm Daffy Duck.
What?
Sucker and Succotash.
You are struggling
I've
today.
never seen Daffy Duck do that.
Who's the guy that does it?
Grace.
Who's the sucker?
It's
and
the piglet.
Yeah, Piglet.
Oh, it's the pig, yeah.
Porky?
It's a little piggy.
Yeah, Porky.
Is it Porky?
Is it Porky?
No.
Yeah, from Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Call me fat.
Yeah.
No, I'm that guy. Insert.
Okay.
Who's this guy? I always go to.
Oh, yeah, I'm Big Brother Bro. Huh.
I'll insert Looney Tune too. Which one are you?
I'm Walt.
No.
The Gimp.
You're not.
The Gimp, yeah.
You're friggin' Roadrunner or something.
I ain't that quick, but alright.
No, alright. So
You're quick where unfortunately it doesn't count.
All Gimp's exes, please let us know.
That's not me, no.
I'm excited.
We have all have Gimp for under 60 seconds. So if he's more than that, please tune in.
Gibberless Cage. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right. Now, should we just get straight into
Yeah.
Gimp is Blind, Season 3, Episode 1?
Let's go. Gimp is blind.
All right, so the premise of it, we were talking about that we're going to be starting to watch TV shows as the losers as a whole, so then we can start bring it to the table, because obviously we want to get more into shows because we love watching everything under the sun. So the first one, we are going into the trashes of trash.
So this was one episode of a TV show. And so we've chose one episode of Love is Blind. And then...
Season 3, Episode 1.
Season 3, yep. And then one episode of Beef, Season 1, Episode 1.
And I watched 8.
We don't need to know that. All right, so I will begin
I went through that.
with Love is Blind.
Yep.
Season 3.
Yep.
Episode 1.
All
right, so-
resident expert.
Who is the one person, that male or female, which you think is the most genuine, which you're like, I love this person. Like, I'm rooting for this person.
Nancy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was about to say Nancy.
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 I love Nancy.
Like, yeah, she's fresh off.
She's
the
real
line.
hyper, and the fact that she was like 10 kids. I'm just
Yeah.
like, wow,
Whoa.
Nancy.
And the fact that, like,
Bro's like, you are the one for me.
Rugby team.
Wait,
Rugby team.
she's in my top 2, all right?
yeah, she's definitely.
All right,
up there.
and now, male or female, the one that you cannot stand.
Cole.
Cole?
So,
Cole.
trying to.
Mine's
think-
Batiste.
No, I don't hate. Like,
You're
I
just
feel.
jealous of his physique,
I
than you.
cannot
He is
stand
a-
him.
He is
I cannot stand him.
Charismatic. Yeah.
But
Charismatic.
it's only
That's
episode
it.
1. I feel like he's probably heading down that path.
Okay,
But judging off episode 1, Cole. I don't know what it is, but I want to punch him.
all right. I've... Okay, listen, for me, I know that it's... Jesus, I'm trying to fix his mic, but it's just not working.
It's Gimp Corner.
Yeah, so the one that I absolutely cannot stand is Batiste.
Okay.
What do you-
Bro? RF name?
Who I can't stand. Well, I mean, I see where you're going.
He just feels like a player or a fuckboy, and I'm like, he just. But then there was
You
there
can
was
beat
that,
this. You can beat this out. He just feels like a cunt. In my eyes.
No. So like, I didn't like him, but then when him and Colleen were having that interaction, right, and I was like, okay, maybe, but he's annoying me. But then he was just like, all right, you match our energy, you match the banter, I vibe where this is going, but I feel like in order for me to propose or wanting to marry you, we need to get deep. So let's kind of get deep for a second. And then she folded, and I was like, what are you doing, Colleen? Oh, I wanted to shake her on the spot. Oh,
Like,
she vexed
okay,
me
so
hard.
Cole, like for me in episode 1, he's more, I'm here for a reason. I've got an end goal. I need to find out.
Yep.
So let's get to the bottom of it. I'm not here to play games. You know? So he's coming across as a dick, but he's probably the only one from episode 1 that is actively asking the questions. He
He's just
truly
weeding them
wants.
out.
Yeah.
He's just
No,
weeding them out.
100%.
That's what he's
I
doing.
have no problem with what he was
Batiste
doing.
on the other end.
He just was annoying me.
Yeah, but Batiste on the other end, you can see it as soon as he sat down. You're like, this guy is the pure definition of a fuckboy. Pure definition. Like,
As soon as
even-
you see the whole the way he like relaxes. And
yeah,
shit.
yeah, like he sat down. I was like, fuckboy.
Dude just like leaning over. Listening to her, not really paying attention. Really, he's just like looking at his piece of paper
Yeah,
and shit.
he was not. He didn't give two shits at all. He was just like, yeah, all right, let's get this over and
Okay,
done
I can see
with.
that.
Like,
You haven't answered. Come on, mate.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
that
did you
language.
watch?
Did you
I
even
haven't
watch it?
watched it. I think his name is Andrew. Was it Andrew?
Andrew.
no.
Andrew.
Wait, is that the cowboy guy?
No.
That's Brennan.
No.
Oh yeah, Brennan.
He,
Sorry,
he
the-
annoyed me a little.
Yeah, he's very. He's not even memorable. I just thought, it's like,
Sorry, guys.
This is-
The
no.
Asian dude. What was his name?
Ooh, no. I liked him. He had a sexy voice, eh?
Oh,
He
I
was
have no
just
problem
like-
with his voice.
oh
but
wait, isn't the Asian one the business one?
Yeah, he was just
Yeah.
like
What's
straight
his-
out of
what's his
college.
name?
He went
Yeah.
for money, but now he just wants to. He's just
Yeah.
focusing. I'm like, oh, that's the right way
Hey,
to go.
that's respectful.
But
Like, you must respect that.
he just had that silky smooth
Yeah.
voice, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like him at all.
Josh was
Yeah,
taking off
no.
his pants, like, ooh.
I don't know what his name is. That's what.
Why am I naked?
I was like, what are my clothes go? Yeah, no, he was.
Opens up the door. You watch your porn? Weirdly, no.
Yeah.
Love is blind.
I don't even know how that came up. But this guy Andrew came up.
No. So you didn't like him?
I didn't like him one bit. His vibe was not. Yeah, he's got a good voice, but his vibe didn't do it for me.
What do you mean?
Just didn't vibe with me at all.
He hasn't watched it.
No, I did.
By
I
what
I
he's
have
saying,
watched it.
the
No,
vibe
he
didn't-
didn't vibe with me at all.
What
like,
vibe?
just the way he was talking, like, and it just didn't vibe with
Like
me at all.
he seems like he's like above everyone else.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah,
he's
you,
got-
you just found it annoying that you started taking your clothes off as soon as you started talking.
Nah, he
there.
didn't.
Yeah,
His voice
you
doesn't
did.
work for me in that way. He's got
No.
Like,
I see where it's coming
He's
from.
got like he's like instantly superiority complex.
100%.
Like, literally, and and that was just like after the first sentence he
Yep.
spoke. Like literally the first sentence he spoke, I was like, wow, I don't like this guy at all.
Yeah.
And like that, but like I can see where both your points, like Batiste is like, yeah, he's a player and he's 25 and he's in there, and like yeah, he's definitely a player. But yeah, no, this guy.
Like, sorry, but if you're like 20, 23, 24, 25 and you're there, I'm like already straight off the bat, I'm like, really? Like, there's like a handful of people that are actually genuine at that age. And the one who talk and look and act like him aren't it.
Yeah.
And look like him.
100%. The way he dresses and the way that he's a pure fuck. He's the definition of a fuckboy.
Well, that's weird because like the shit that he wears, I wear too.
You're a fuckboy. You
Sorry,
just
bro.
reinforced my point.
Sorry, bro.
Just because I like to look nice doesn't mean I'm a fuck boy.
Yeah. So, but what annoyed me with Brennan was not that he was the country boy, nothing to do with that. Was when he went in that room the second time with Colleen, and then they were like basically started off flirting, just like, oh, I recognize that voice, or yada yada yada, and then basically almost cries, going, oh, I'm into someone else, and I'm like, you're a fuckhead, eh? Like,
Yeah, why? Yeah.
so
And-
I don't have you seen that part or not?
No, I haven't seen that. But yeah.
So
I've
yeah, so
seen
Yeah.
So Colleen
yeah, just
basically
up that
her
part.
top two was Brennan and Cole, and she's messed them both up.
it. Oh, okay.
So first off, she goes into Brennan. Brennan then almost breaks down into tears, saying, "It's not you, it's me." Nah, because
Essentially.
he basically
Essentially.
him and Alexa survived that hard. He's just like, I'm into someone else.
Yeah, they vibed hard. Yeah.
And then And then she walks out crying, and then like half a day later, she's in there going, "Oh, what's up, Cole?
Colleen's literally
Colleen,
sabotaging everything she touches in that
Yeah,
pod.
I'm like, well,
That's why she's on there.
She's
Like the guy's like, I love you, and she's like, do you though?
she's like, he called me superficial. No, you called yourself superficial.
He wants you to go deep,
And he was
like,
pushing you to talk further, and you self-sabotaged yourself. And I'm
He
like,
literally
idiot.
said, "I need you to open up. We need to dive deeper." Like we're too superficial at the moment. It's
Yeah.
too like, "Hey, how you doing?" Like too casual.
Yeah.
Like we need to go deep and say, "Listen, do we have a future together? Do we want the same things? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?"
Yeah.
But she's like, "Oh, I'm not superficial." I'm like, "What?"
And she goes, maybe I am superficial, but I'm not. Like, you could probably say that I am, but
No,
I'm
she's
not. And I'm
she's
like,
annoying.
oh, that
annoying.
vexed me. I'm like, why
Yeah.
are you here?
I can
Yes,
see
you're
that this
hot,
was
but
like the
jeez.
perfect TV show to pick for us.
First off, I started watching it, and I'm like, I hate that I'm watching this. And then halfway through, I'm like, I hate that I'm enjoying it now. Because
Yeah.
the drama, like,
And you get
the drama started going like
hooked.
this. And then, because he
Well,
missed,
I legit straight off the bat, I hate it because I seen Nick.
Nick Lachey, you don't like him?
Yeah, I don't like that guy.
Oh yeah, next week. Yeah,
It's like all that dude does is like those.
there's like marriage and love.
Yeah,
and,
because like the last one that I seen him on was that the ultimatum.
Yeah. So that is a spin-off of Love Is Blind.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
that's the last show I seen him
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
And
So
like,
he created. Well, I mean, he didn't create, but he was on Love Is Blind, and then they asked him, okay, so let's do the ultimatum, which is like the next step further from Love Is Blind. It's not the same people, but it's hardcore. Like Love Is Blind.
Yeah, it's like stuff like this. So it's like there's the ultimatum. It's like
Yeah.
is it make a move or move on or something
Yeah,
like that?
yeah. So it's either pretty much ready to settle down or we're done.
Yeah,
Like like
I was like,
marry
man, what
me.
an ultimatum.
Yeah, like marry me or we're done. And they get pinned with other couples, and they pick who they want to be in relationships with, but not their partner. So they pick someone else. I'm like, what?
Hang on, this is spiraling out of control. Let's just focus on Love Is Blind. But yeah, okay,
we're
great.
drifting,
We'll maybe we'll get to that.
But I agree, he's so
Yeah.
annoying.
I'm still on Jessica Simpson's side of the divorce. Fuck the cunt.
But yeah, so who was it? Brennan. The only thing that really annoyed me is just like, all right, 2 days in, he's just like, I love you. And she's like, oh, thank God, I love you too. And then all of a sudden they're just like now engaged and ready to meet.
listen.
I'm like, it's 2 days in. What do you mean?
When someone says thank God, you've been thinking about that for a while.
Yeah. So I was like, there's no
It's
shot.
48 hours.
I was like, no shot in 48 hours. You found the love of your life. Like we've gone on about the guy knowing within. And I'm not saying that they don't have genuine feelings for each other. It just felt weird that, boom, there's a couple that's already engaged in episode 1.
Okay. For me, the reason I don't 100%, I wouldn't go. Because I'm a visual person. We can have all the love, and if I ain't attracted to you, it's ending there.
Oh, the show.
Yeah.
Oh, it was like you wouldn't go. Man,
No,
you're already
no.
married.
No, like, I wouldn't go on the show because
Is that a
to
secret
me,
you forgot to tell?
like, I could love the shit out of that person behind a closed door. Like, we're great. Best mates, soulmates reunited. And then that door opens, I'm like... I'm like, No! Just forcing the doors closed. I couldn't do it. And call me shallow, call me whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I'm choosing to be spending my life with that person. Like, everything has to tick the boxes.
Yeah, dude, 70% of it is
It's
physical
visual.
attraction.
Yeah, 100%.
Physical attraction.
I wouldn't approach anyone. Like, anyone here would not approach anyone if they are instantaneously not attracted to them. You don't see an ugly person and go, oh, I wonder if they're my soulmate behind closed door. It doesn't happen. You approach someone because you're attracted to them. You're like, all right, I like the legs, the arms, the ass, the whatever, and then you go and approach.
That's the whole point of online dating.
Yeah.
And then that's what they were talking about was it's like the whole superficial thing, and then they get to know everybody else. So doing it this way, they're getting to know the soul of the person, and they're falling for the personality part, and then trying to They're trying to skip the steps and then push the steps in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like going from step 1 to 10. You're going to cut out 3 to 7 and compress them, and then be like, they'll be fine. They don't need the other steps.
I mean, that's the whole premise of the show, really,
But,
isn't it?
yeah, I know. Yeah, but it like episode 1 ended on a cliffhanger, like a huge cliffhanger.
Well, no, because that well, obviously, it basically finished as the doors opened for Alexis, and then she says something, like she's in shock.
And then
it just
Close.
finished, and
Yeah.
I was ready to punch the TV.
you're like, you son of a bitch.
I was getting into it.
No, not you.
That's what I was like,
Producer.
I've made a mistake. But yeah, I'm trying to think. Obviously Nancy, I feel like is my favorite.
Yeah, Nancy's just sweet.
Yeah.
Like, she's just sweet.
But I'm trying to think. Who was she talking to? Was she talking to Cole? I was like, please don't talk to Cole.
I'm pretty sure that it was Cole.
I'm like, please don't talk to Cole. Yeah.
That was Batiste.
Yeah,
No, it wasn't. Batiste came later. No, she was talking to
Batiste,
Cole.
and then when they've talked about the age, because you clearly haven't watched it all.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're talking about.
Vlog. You had one job.
I've watched it.
I said I watched 45 minutes of it, but like I said,
Literally,
I'm pretty sure it's called.
So the episode's half an hour, but you watched 45 minutes of it.
She mentioned the kids,
and he was just like, "That's perfect."
The egg produce, like
yeah,
that she donated eggs.
So I got the guy wrong. Yeah, so I've seen that.
She was saying that to Batiste, saying that she donated the eggs.
Yeah, and he's like,
and then he was cool with that, and then he was just like, "Oh, I'm 25," and she was like,
yeah,
yikes.
she wasn't cool with that.
She's like, how do you swipe on this thing? How do you swipe on
Not
this thing?
working.
Yeah.
Yeah, she didn't want
Hey,
to.
but me too. I'm what, 33, 34, whatever age like she is, right? And someone's like, I'm 25. We're like, yep, nope, cross. Even in my head, I'd be like, what the fuck are you doing here?
I'm like, too old. No, I'm joking.
Oh,
Wow.
No, it's 25 is fine.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I called me Leo.
Jesus.
Leonardo. DiCaprio.
Okay.
Just stop talking.
bro.
Just stop.
Bro, just
I'm like, I'm not going to cancel this week. And I'm like, what can I say accidentally?
Can you lower his mic, please?
mute his mic.
All right, now last question. Who do you think is going to get with who?
I feel like we didn't dive deep enough into...
I mean, like I said before,
No,
man,
from-
I
wait.
You
Yeah,
can already
I
go
was
from episode 1, like bro said.
like Raven will end up with either SK or Batiste. I'm moving more towards SK, but because her and that Batiste follow sort of have that similarity, like, you know, dude, he loves fitness and she does like Pilates and all that kind of
They're
shit.
identical. It's like,
But then at the same time, it's like, I mean, that all well and done, but it's like that could be a bit of a clash with both of them, because then it's like they're competing with each other opposed to like working together kind of thing.
yeah.
Whereas like with old SK, the dude's like academic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's so
yeah,
smart.
he's so smart.
He's so smart.
So I feel like, I reckon, Raven will get with, I want to say SK.
So the feedback that we had this week is Gimp needs to stop touching the mouse pad. But you know what? We can't.
You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't.
Like if I'm doing it, like I try and do it discreetly.
Yeah.
I'm like, and the reason we're doing it is because they are custom made from Australia's #1 custom mouse pads.
Look at this.
Quokka mouse pads.
Look at
Now,
this.
if you want to get your grubby little fingers all over these nice pads, you should use the code LOSERS for 15% off. Now you don't look at this guy. Look at this guy.
LOSERS.
Now I'm going to put the advertisement over him, so you stop looking at him. Spell it LOSERS for 15% off. You get your own thing. Now we have customized our own ones. You know, one day if you continually use the code, we're going to have our own nice little losers section on the tab there in the old partner section. So make sure
You will get a mouse pad at what, 500?
What? Anyways, we appreciate the support. Quokka mouse pads, thank you. You are #1. We love your work, and these have turned out better than you could ever have asked. So
That is great.
thank you very
They
much.
are amazing. Thank you very much.
Okay. Code losers 15% off. Make sure you use them. All right, back to the video.
I ran out of time.
Yeah,
I'm a busy
What
boy.
do you mean?
boy.
That sounds like every female in your life ever. So close to finishing, but it's
Alrighty.
dumb dog. I'm mad.
Man.
You pissed
Okay,
off,
I'm triggered.
Josh.
Speaking of beef,
pissed
let's
off.
talk about episode 1, you flog. Did you watch that or did you only watch 10 minutes of it?
I did watch Beef. I did watch Beef, and are we all going on moving on to Beef now?
We are moving
Okay,
on
okay,
because
we
I
can
got
move.
beef.
Can I just say something before?
Yeah.
No, I won't. I
We'll
won't.
spiral.
No, I won't. No,
Anyway,
I won't.
so
I won't.
Beef.
Sorry.
I reckon I'll like this show. No, I'm no. I'm not.
you watch it?
I did watch it. No. I reckon.
Watch it or am I leaving? Did you watch it or am I leaving?
That's it. We're done.
Come on, my boys. Come on. Let me. You didn't let me finish the statement. All right.
Yeah.
You didn't let me finish the statement. All right. Settle down. Okay.
Now we're back.
No, I did.
All right, we're back.
All right, I did watch this episode. I think I'll like it, but I'm not 100% sold. Is what I'm trying to get at. I'm not 100% sold on the show.
Did you watch the whole episode?
Yes, I did. I watched the whole episode. I saw the whole thing, and I do like it, but I'm not completely sold.
What happens at the end?
No.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part because obviously I'm texting big old piss on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. He pisses on everything. Revenge piss, we could call it. The old good old revenge piss.
The old Gimp in the shower.
Revenge piss.
Gimp in the shower trick.
Yeah, and then and then he takes
Listen,
the
he was in there and he's like, "So is your husband home?" And she's like, "Oh, he won't be back for a while." I'm like,
Yeah. I was like, hey yo.
"Whoa!"
But yeah, no, I like the show.
I mean, she's
And,
invited him into the house.
Right? And she's like, "Oh, he won't be back for a while." But we're like, "Yes, you're in." And his idea is like, "I'm gonna piss in a toilet and run." What?
No, he only did that once he figured out that it was actually her driving the car. He thinks the whole time he thinks it's her husband, so he's trying to suss out where the
Yeah, I've
husband
seen
is.
it.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's
like,
not- well,
No,
How
I'm
would you
sussing it out
he's
for the people we're talking to, not like they might not have watched the show.
Well, that's too bad. They've.
Well,
That's
anyway,
their problem.
So essentially, he goes into the house thinking it's the husband driving the car, and then like once he figures that out, he's like, "Well, fuck," and he figures out this woman, and she's there, the wife, and she's there. He's like, "Fuck this! I'm going. Can I borrow your toilet?" Bam! All
I'm
over the
just
place.
impressed with how much there was. Gallons.
Yeah, gallons. He did a good job. It was everywhere.
I'm just gonna say this: I would have gone balls deep,
Oh,
100%.
no, but
That's not what he was there for. He was there for revenge. He's pissed.
I would
Literally pissed.
So?
But pissed. Like,
100%.
He's not thinking about banging her, all right?
You okay?
Yeah, no. My brain was just like trying to figure out where the wires are going, and then I was trying to do it without people noticing, and I'm like, and then I was like fingering the hole, and then I was like fingering this hole, and then I'm like,
All right.
everyone's
Well,
looking
yeah.
now.
So, what do you guys think of the show?
Well, I watched eight
Oh, yeah.
episodes, so
Obviously, you liked it then.
it was.
I
So I'm-
watched the first episode and it started off good and then it went slow and then it went good again. So and then it ended like, oh, okay, this is gonna get interesting.
That's
but you could see how I binged it
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
I was-
yeah.
because the end of the episode leads straight into the next one.
So it's like Love Is Blind.
Not even close.
No, like a
But
cliffhanger.
yes, yeah, but like literally, so.
Oh, so
At the
it'll
end of the-
start
yeah.
with the end of.
So
Yep.
basically, how at the end of the episode, it's like they cut it there and end it, and then hit play again, and then it's episode 2.
Yep. Roger that.
Yeah. That's what I mean, because I assume it's going to get way better.
Oh, yeah.
After episode 2.
Yeah.
Like
And-
I said,
and
I
so does
agree
Love
with
Is
you.
Blind?
Like it. Yeah. Okay. Don't worry. I'll watch episode 2. Don't worry.
No, I gotta watch episode 1.
I'll finish
finish-
episode 1, and then I'll watch episode 2. All right. No worries. But yeah, no. And that's what I'm seeing with Beef is like I get your. I'm sort of the same as you. Like it's like it's okay. It's good, but it's not hooked me in yet. But I'm
Yeah,
sure once.
it's like
Probably should have watched like 2 episodes.
It's
eh?
yeah,
like-
yeah. Should have gone 2 episodes.
I'm waiting
It's
for
only
it to,
half an
like-
hour, an episode.
I mean, she's in there, so I'm like sold.
You can't last an hour, so there's no way you'll get 2 episodes in. What are you, bro? What are you? Let's hear them.
you can take pills for
Let's
that.
hear them.
Oh, I mean, I bet you guys can't figure out my favorite scene in Beef, the first episode.
It's either the handgun or the hibachi grills. The hibachi grills.
It was actually both of them, yeah.
That handgun had me going. I was like,
That scene was like, oh, this episode's just hit.
okay.
Yeah, but that
And
hibachi
then
grill,
he
I was
rings
like,
the doorbell. I'm like,
Yeah.
I see where this is going.
I was like, man, this motherfucker's making me hungry, man. Just like take it one. Oh man, I was like,
Yeah. You figure
do
out.
I just quickly get down the road and?
That did look good. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's good.
But the whole premise of it was like, as soon as you're watching, you're like, oh, it's definitely a different vibe to what you were expecting
Yeah.
from the trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got to get good, right?
It gets really good
It's got
because the
amazing ratings.
the
so
whole
it
time-
has to get good.
the whole time they're just like
I just want to know if
trying
they
to one up.
fucking get together.
They're trying to like one up each other
Squash the beef by
yes,
by squashing the
by
beef.
giving her the beef.
It gets good, and you don't
egg roll.
see. I'm not obviously not going to spoil anything.
Yes, please don't spoil.
I'm not going to spoil it, but you will not guess what happens next.
Oh,
They fuck.
I'm not.
You will not guess what happens next.
So no.
You will not guess what happens next. I'm telling you that right now.
What can I say?
She hunts him down and pisses in his
In a cup and throws it on.
piece of the head, throws it on his
The whole
face.
episode is just them pissing at each other's locations.
Alright. And how bad was the husband? Oh my god, that guy triggered me.
The whole time I don't know.
Triggered me.
I don't know if I like him or not.
I hate him.
I don't.
But he triggers
He
me.
triggered the shit out of me.
I'm like,
What?
The husband, like,
Yeah,
it's
what?
like, he's just dumb as fuck.
he's just like,
Like he's just floating along and just
Space
leaving
cadet.
it. Like she's
He's-
like
yeah.
struggling, like she got all the shit going on. He's like,
He doesn't give two shits.
yeah, but don't like
My mummy is here, and that's it.
He's like, oh,
So weird, eh?
the wife's. He'd be one of those guys like the wife's going and they're like all busy and stuff and running after kids. And he's like, oh, I'm just gonna go play golf.
Like
And
she's
doesn't pay any
complaining. She
attention.
comes
Yeah.
home like when the
Clueless.
mum and him's there, and
Just
he's like, as long as we are together, it's going to be okay. I'm like, I will bitch slap you. I was
But
like,
I don't know, man. I'm getting
Mate,
the opposite vibe, eh? Like I feel like he's being like the whole house husband.
no, he is the house
no,
husband.
he
He's
is
a
the house
house
husband.
husband,
Yeah,
like-
but like his main focus is because I feel like she's done something. Hence is why the whole with the handgun and changing the code on the lock there. She's done something like really fucked up mentally. Now she's like, now he's just like,
had sex with
don't
the gun.
trust you. Yeah, probably. She,
I feel cheated.
she's like, I want to see this 9mm.
Yeah.
So it's like I feel like he's like not really being a dick, but more like
Distant.
yeah,
Like he's backed off.
he no in a way like he's protecting their child.
Yeah, but you can see the way that she is with the daughter.
Mm.
Like, so I don't think something happened that involved the daughter. If
No,
that
no,
makes
but
sense.
like if the daughter, like whatever's happened, if the daughter was present, something would have
Oh.
happened with the daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. To me, he just gives me, like, yeah, like Gimp said, it just irritates the shit out of me. Like, he's not a man. Like, he does literally everything that mummy says. So, like, he doesn't have his wife's back at all in any of the 3-4 arguments or points that she brought up at all. Am I right?
I don't know if I want to say that. I don't want to say that. It's we can. That's sort of like a.
do you mean?
That's sort of like a culture thing, though. Like,
Well,
they're
listen, I'm Italian.
Family oriented.
It's the exact same thing.
Your mummy's boy,
Oh, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. It's a culture.
But-
thing.
so you don't have your wife's back.
But no, but as I was saying, there's a line. No, listen,
You hit it head first.
there's a
Breaking news.
line that when
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
married,
Yeah.
your mum is your mum, but you need to have your wife's back. Like, my mum can say stuff, go for it. But the final say is between my wife and I.
Mm-hmm.
I don't supersede my wife. That's the relationship. It's you marry someone, you're spending your life together.
Mm-hmm.
It's your decision, not me and my mum's, and then maybe you chime in. Like, no, sorry,
Yeah,
but
a lot of the, like I was saying, it's a culture thing though, especially with a lot of like that. They like what will happen is like a lot of them like you get married, but then like you'll like eventually the parents will come and move in with you. They'll live with you as well. At
that's
some stage.
fine.
But that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of it's family oriented, and they are, they take them.
That's
listen to their
fine.
mothers.
Rachel's family does that. My family does that.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
we're all aware of it.
He's a
Yeah,
mummy's
but-
boy.
Your house would probably fit both families. Comfortably.
Just on the right wing.
Each family
Listen,
gets a wing.
each family gets a wing. That's why we built it the way that it is. All right.
But
No,
yeah,
no,
I
it-
100% agree. Yeah, you gotta, it should be your wife first, and then
100%. Because
without being disrespectful, and your family. But
Yeah.
you gotta have your wife's back. But like I said, that's just our opinion.
Okay.
because the way that the mum was acting wasn't in the best interest of the child, wasn't in the best interest of the wife or the family. It was for her.
I really gotta send you TikToks clips of the of this show, because this like you think that bad. This is like this guy and his parents, their families, like times 1,000 bad worse than this. What's it called? It's called
Is it 90 Day Fiance?
yeah.
Yes, I've seen that.
This, like you see
Yes!
the TikTok clips of this guy.
Oh.
And, they're what?
Because there's 3 of them, and I've seen.
Yeah, all of them are
I've
bad.
seen the
but
seasons.
I think
There's
it's
3 of them.
It's
What
Which
season
one is
this
it?
It's this. No, I don't know what show.
Is it the
just
one in
clip-
like Hawaii or like the
Samoan?
yeah
Samoan.
yeah the Samoan? Yep.
And-
Samoan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
I think it's
The
Samoan.
mother literally doesn't care at all. She
Nah,
just
she doesn't
wants
give a
the
shit.
money.
She just wants the money. So
She's like, I'm going back to. I'm going back. I think I need you to give me money.
yeah,
What about feeding my family and kids? Oh no, I need the money.
like and
But
she
then
actually says
and then it's like, it'll make you look good in God's eye if you give me money.
yeah. And
That's
she
what-
actually says that.
and that's what she says. That.
Yeah.
And like it gets bad. Like the clips just get worse and worse. Like you think this bad is
Dude.
bad on beef. This is like this is like 1,000 times
Yeah.
worse. And like that's just one literally says that like it'll make you look good in the eyes of God if you give me money.
I've
So I can
seen
go on holiday.
I've seen that clip.
back home.
I've seen the season. I've seen
Yeah.
the it doesn't get better. Like it's bad.
Yeah.
It's like
we'll send it
mental
in-
abuse.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's bad. I'll send it in chat anyway. Let's not spiral too far off.
No, but
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
Yeah.
like we've done with beef.
Yeah.
Like, is
I mean, I've
everyone
seen-
enjoying
I've
it?
seen
Everyone enjoying it so
several.
far?
oh yeah.
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 Beef is good. Like I said, I
mean-
reckon it will get better.
Yeah.
If Wong
Wait
is
for
in
it.
there, fuck,
Yeah.
I'm happy.
Wong.
Yeah, Amy Wong.
Oh, I was
do you
like
mean?
thinking of Doctor Strange. Oh, my brother.
You never
Wong
know,
ain't-
my
Wong
guest
ain't-
appearance
Hey, you
somewhere.
never, yeah.
My guest
Wong ain't
appearance
in there.
somewhere.
Well, he does know because he's watched it all.
No, I've only watched. It's 10 episodes. I've only watched 8.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
very close to watching all of them.
I'm very. I like because after we were like, oh, let's go watch beef. I went home and stayed up till like 2 in the morning.
Yeah, he
I watched
messaged
like
it.
Yeah,
I watched
know,
like
know.
5
I didn't
episodes.
realize it was
No.
that many. Yeah.
I'm gonna pretty much continue. How many episodes are we gonna watch of Love Is Blind and Beef for our next episode?
I think we should do 2 and 2 or 2 and
2 and 2?
3 and 3.
I think let's just try and we'll figure
I'm
it
just
out.
gonna say, if you do watch Love Is Blind, you will get addicted to the drama.
Yeah.
I mean, we
Okay,
should all
so
go.
your 2 episodes
Alright,
might end up being 9
so-
episodes.
So should we aim
I'm
for
only watching it for you fuckers.
same?
Right.
Same. Same.
These two. It's these
I'm
two.
doing it for the pod for
Oh,
research.
dude, I'm
okay?
so into that.
It's
I'm
these two
so
and
into
me
that show.
All right.
Bro, the
So
same.
should we aim for like episode 3?
Yeah, 3 of each.
We'll try, no,
Yep.
we'll try to do 2 of each. Like we'll get.
No, episode 3
Yeah,
on
yeah,
each
yeah,
season.
Yeah.
I think with beef, you should try and get to 5.
Maybe 5. Yeah, because they're only half an hour. And
Try. We'll see. We'll just watch as many as you can.
I'll try, but
We'll
Because they're
update,
half an hour each.
oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I can do that then.
we'll update each other in the chat.
Okay,
'Cause that's
so
like 2.5 hours.
episode 3, season 3 of Love Is Blind, season 1, episode 5.
Oh, let's just try and watch
Is
it
that
all,
right?
Yeah. No.
We'll just aim for 5 or 6 for beef. We'll see how we go. At least
5, not 5 or 6, because then I'm gonna be on 5. He's gonna be at 1. I mean, he's gonna be on 2 still.
I'll do 5 for beef.
so
and then
5,
three
right?
of Love and
So
Blind.
episode 5.
We'll have finished it twice.
Okay, so episode 5,
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
okay,
For what?
Do that.
Beef.
beef,
Beef, okay.
and episode 3 of Love Is Blind,
Let's just
season
skip
3.
2, watch 3.
If we all
No,
get to
2.
3 before the next episode, we'll just keep up to date, and then if
Yeah,
we,
yeah,
if we can go
okay,
more,
okay.
cool. If we
Okay.
can't,
Okay.
So Josh is not the point mark. Okay, otherwise we'd have to finish both seasons by the next episode.
This guy knows how to binge. Damn.
Fuck me. Spent 2 weeks at home. He's like got a whole
I
encyclopedia.
was back at work today.
Jesus.
I managed to listen to our podcast, Suddenly Single podcast, Shits and Gigs podcast, both the midweek episodes of the Suddenly Single Skills. But I'm in a
Did you
truck all
do
day.
any work?
Yeah, I did actually. I was a bit quiet.
No, half of the day it's like, oh fuck, I'm meant to be at work. Shit.
Yeah, calling him.
Because it's like a
Yeah.
it's like a 50-minute
you know you're meant
drive
to work
to
today?
work, and then I listen to it. I'll jump in on the Bluetooth. Boom. 5 minutes to the next job. It's just in and out, you know. You would know.
What about the in and out?
About jumping in and out of the truck and
Both
listening.
have the same job.
I fucking hate it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, but between that, I've got the podcast playing the whole time.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll pause it. I pause it each time.
Well, yeah, you pause,
And then when you get back in the truck,
do the
And if
delivery.
I forget, I just like pull my watch out and just like pause it.
Well, no, because it stops. Because as soon as you turn the truck off,
I don't. I keep mine running.
it pauses. Well, I have to stop.
Fucking for aircon, man. I gotta keep my.
Well, mine's just small.
all right,
Anyway, let's not get anyone fired.
let's.
So, like,
No, protocol. Keep running.
No. Have you got a question?
Oh yeah.
please get the juicy ones out.
No.
There ain't no juice. I don't think it's been.
I
enough
need
weeks.
juice just thrown in my face.
We'll throw something. In your face. We'll throw something in your face in a second.
Alrighty.
Gimpa!
No more touching for you, all right? No more touching.
I didn't. That'll be touching.
Well, you need to stop it. That's actual abuse. You'll get sent back to Romanian jail, brother.
Exactly.
Still
Still got the sweatpants on.
Yeah. Well, you want to take them off for you?
Got 4 questions and 1 bit of advice.
Nice. Start with the advice.
You want to start with the advice?
Yep.
Okay. The advice comes from a lady. She says, I am a parent. I have a 13-year-old son and recently obtained a boyfriend. Never she obtained a boyfriend. However, my son does not like him, but he has been the greatest man to me and ticks all my boxes. What do I do?
It depends why he doesn't like him, because there's a huge difference, I reckon, in terms of, because most stepchildren are not going to like their step parents.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a given.
Yeah.
But if the step parent is doing as much as they can and isn't a dick or anything like that, I think it's fine to keep trying. But if you've noticed, you got to look at, obviously you got to have a talk with the kid about what the dislikes are, and if it's not anything that's like superficial, I reckon, then there's no real cause to get rid of someone that's actually making you happy.
Yeah.
But if it is just minor things of just like they just don't like him for whatever reason,
Yeah.
he smells bad or like, or you know what I mean, or it's just like, just icks. If it's an ick, it's just whatever. Deal with it. You're a kid. Hey, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
You get what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
You guys?
No, I agree.
Okay. So I'll go from the point of view that both my parents separated when I was young, and they both then got, both remarried. Both remarried. So I have had this experience because it was quite young, and so yeah, but it is a touchy subject because it is hard. Cause sometimes, like I said, you might just not like the dude because he is, it's his mother.
It's not your dad.
It's not your dad. That's one complex, that they're gonna struggle, and the thing is, they're gonna always struggle with that.
Yeah.
So it's really hard, as like I can see for her point of view, because like the guy's great, but the kid might never like the dude. But so it's really a tough one. I think you gotta sort of like keep going as long as nothing major's happening, like the kid's not acting up or going too far, because like they can act up over this sort of stuff or get like.
Could it be like if you break up with him now because your child doesn't like them,
He'll dictate it.
he'll continually do
Yeah.
it,
And he'll
you
dictate
never have
your
sex.
relationships.
Yeah,
Yep.
because like I said that there is a good chance the kid is never gonna like the guy because it's not his dad.
Yeah.
But there's a good chance that it will just over time they will come to have a relationship, and it will just smooth out. Like these things do take time with kids. 13 is probably a good age. Like I would just wait out, see if they can get a relationship in that sense naturally over time. Because if you do it like you said, like if you just keep breaking up with dudes because your son doesn't like, he'll just keep doing that. Doesn't want, and like
Yeah.
Did she say the age?
13.
Yes,
I think
13.
13.
Yeah,
13
he's just been a
13 is
Little
teenage.
shit.
Yeah. 13 is like I said that age, but like
Listen, I don't have that experience, so that's why I'm not really chiming in. But it's pretty much exactly what you said. A 13-year-old kid There could be a million and one reasons why he doesn't like him. But unless you sit down and speak to your son like an adult, you'll never find out. But my little tip is don't give in just straight away with no investigation. Because like Josh said, you're handing him the full power and control of your future relationships.
I mean, I just say beat his ass. Not jokes. No, well, because like
Can't do that anymore.
What?
Bro. It's 2023.
can't do that if you get caught.
We don't condone child violence.
No.
This is
No,
jokes. It's terrible.
like-
jokes.
It's jokes until we are behind closed doors.
Satire.
We don't condone any
We
violence.
don't condone nothing.
Unless it's against
Well,
the
like,
Gimp, then we
see, like with me, I met my stepdad when I was 13, 14.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't get along, like at all. We clashed heads to the point like we were about to have a mad brawl, and my brother had to step in.
Mm-hmm.
So you can just imagine, like, and my
And what about
stepdad's
now?
like 6 foot 2, 3. Well, like I said, my stepdad at that point it was just first name. That's what he was.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I mean, like my siblings, they get along with him, but they didn't have as much time as I did with him. You know what I mean? Like my parents separated when I was like still running around, and, you know, in diapers and shit. Pretty sure. Nah, I think I was like 4, 5. And so yeah. So when my mum and my stepdad had got together, never got along, because in my mind it was that you're trying to replace my dad.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
that's the hard.
And I was just like,
boys.
you ain't never going to replace my dad. And I honestly, and I got to give props to him, mate, because he stuck it out, because I was doing everything to get rid of the cunt there. I was doing everything. But he still stuck around, and then he basically was raising me like his own. So, like, I can literally say most of the shit that you teach your son, I learned from him. You know, like, in fixing cars, like, he's a mad mechanic, chef, and all this kind of stuff. Like, I
okay.
learned most of the shit from
Yeah.
him. So it's like, see, it's like, I'm on the same boat. Like, wait it out. You never know. The kid might fucking, you know, start like the dude like I eventually did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you should have gone first.
Nah, 'cause I wanted to see what you guys would do.
You had the perfect advice. You would have saved like 10 minutes. Just wait it.
Yeah.
No, that was good.
My brother's probably gonna give me shit. Okay. At what age would you let your kids date?
Never.
Dude, legit, same. My kids, they're gonna sign a contract and shit where they're like really young, so they forget that they've signed a contract, and I'm like, legally binding.
Illegal. I don't know, because I'm trying to remember when I was young, and I'm like, hell no.
That's the mindset you got to put in there is like what you did at which age and kind of thing, and it's just like,
Because it's kind of hard, because you'd be like, you have a son, and then you do the stupid thing, and just like, boys will be boys, right? And then you're just like, you know, I know what I was up to. You better not be doing that. And then, but if you have a girl, you'd be like, I know what boys your age used to do. Hell no.
I know what them boys are like.
Yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 15. So.
Damn, you look 30.
What time will you be home? 10 o'clock, sir.
He comes and meets my daughter. I'd be like, come to the garage a sec. I want to show you. I want to show you something.
Come meet
You got like
Uncle,
all the guys in black suits just.
come meet Uncle Bro. What's up, Blair? You ever been
Just holding a cleaver covered in blood. Oh.
Ever made
Shit.
love? Ever
Oh,
made
you
love to a
never
man?
told me you had company.
Just pointing. Was this the other guy that we were talking
yeah.
about?
Is he next?
What is he here, Crip or blood? Yeah.
We do not support any gangs here.
You know, you guys are gang, gang. Gang, gang.
Gang, gang.
But yeah, but you never?
No, well, I don't know. I'm just saying never for comedic value, but also never.
Gimp.
I'm going to go 16.
Sweet 16.
Yeah, 16. I don't know why, because I definitely dated when I was younger, but I think 16. But that's a
Oh, they
magic
can
number.
date, but I'll be chaperone.
Me, that's,
He like plants like bugs on them,
Like,
like
oh,
microphones.
too close.
Gets out a ruler.
yeah.
You will each get an ice cream, not one to share.
2 spoons.
16.
16 is just a magic number, yeah. In my
It's the
head.
magic number.
Yeah. I don't know why.
let's not take that word.
Because I am in the same boat as Josh, so you know, like, I know what I was up to at my age. So like 16 seems way too late for me because like I was dating. I think I was dating girls when I was like 13, 12. You know, you're young.
Yeah,
Like, dating, we're talking about dating, like dating.
Yeah, I was.
That's what I mean. Like even younger.
Like even I was dating
like,
at 12 and 13.
yeah,
In primary school, we weren't just dating.
Yeah. In primary school, I was 10 when I had my first peck.
That's what I mean. We're not talking about pecs, are we? Like, I'd say 16 for like a serious date. I'd say, you know.
I'm like, how long are you dating for? But then again, you know, they could be a good kid or something. Like, what are your grades at? And if they're like a nerd,
Get them to like fill out an essay.
Alright, I trust you.
Like a questionnaire ready for them.
Yeah.
Do you want to date my daughter?
I need to fill this out, fool.
Yeah.
Like that, I'll be like, I want to meet your parents.
Yeah.
Before anything happens, I want to meet your parents.
Do you trust him? Is
Do
he
you
like
trust
you?
your son?
Is he
Dad's
like you?
yes. Yes.
Yes. Was he you at the same age? Do you trust him now? All right, let's not let them date.
Yeah, like dad's like, this is just not a good idea.
Don't worry, brother. 2 more years. Sweet 16.
Okay. Well.
It depends if it's a boy or a girl.
Okay. Very
It's as simple as that.
Okay, either then.
Girl, I never. Lock it. Nah, no. Listen, my boy, he will spread his oats whenever he wants.
Oh, wow.
We'll do high fives. We'll do parties.
Oh, my God.
But nah, the girl.
He's
Your boy's going to church with me, mate.
yeah.
I feel like it would be... sorry to interrupt you there.
No, go for it.
You watch Modern Family?
Yeah.
Imagine you have like a Haley and an Alex. You know what I mean? I feel
Yeah.
like the rules would be different because 1, you know she's getting up to trouble, and 2, she got her head in the book, so you can do whatever you like.
Yeah.
But even though I reckon she was, you know, whatever. But like I feel like that's the type of attitude I
get
have.
it,
Like,
but if it's a girl, then like at least
30.
at least 18. And that's like if I'm feeling generous and like Rachel's talked to me and she's talked to me and like I might be persuaded, but like, all right, you can go on a date.
As long
There
as my
will-
security team can it's got
As long as
your daughter is having... she'll be in a 5-year relationship before you even knew she was dating someone.
100%.
Yeah.
Rachel would definitely not tell me. But I got I met the perfect woman because she is identical to what
We are talking about
my
Rachel, yeah?
point of view. Yeah. To like
Okay.
my
Yeah, just making sure.
I'm just wondering where this is going. Yeah.
to like my point of view is lie. So she's the exact same. 100%.
Okay.
So like if she's dating, we'll find out. I would definitely find out. But
You ain't finding nothing out.
I will find out.
You ain't finding out shit. She's gonna come to Uncle Tom and be
gonna
like, "Can you make sure Dad doesn't know?"
Like listen, I won't find out
I got you.
personally. I will be told, but I'll find out.
He's tapping her phone.
What do you reckon, bro?
Shit, my babies ain't gonna be dating at all. At all. What do you do when someone's pictures on their profile ain't accurate to them in real life?
I plead the fifth.
Okay, listen, how inaccurate
So
are we talking about?
we listened to the Suddenly Singles podcast today, and they had that Brer from the Roadshow podcast, and he was like saying that he is now stopped online dating because he was getting catfished.
That's so common.
No.
So he goes
Not
down.
by the same gender.
He goes to on the date,
Oh, really? Oh,
orders
wait.
2 wines,
Wait, what do you mean?
and then this guy rocks up and it's just like, oh, basically he's texting his date going, they're like, I'm running late. Yada. He's like, yeah, no worries. I'm sitting here, whatever. And then the waiter took the drinks and then comes back And then as this guy rocked up to the table and he looked, he goes, oh, no, someone's already getting me drinks. And they're like, oh, yada, yada, yada. Like says his name. And he kind of looked at him like, why does the waiter know my name? And this is like, oh, it's me. I'm your date. And he goes, what?
Dude, he puts his head in his hand.
He literally, he said he put his hand in his, head in his hands and goes, you're joking. It was a guy.
Guy catfish.
So, yeah, guy catfished him. So saying
Female.
he spoke to this female for 4 days.
Yep.
And then a guy rocked up on the date. And then he's just like...
Because he said, he's like, oh, I thought it would. He's like, oh, I thought it wouldn't matter.
He
Like,
goes, why? He goes, why? Did you
What?
think he goes, why? Like, did you think this was going to work? He goes, oh, I thought you wouldn't care or something. Or I didn't think you'd care about it. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's...
Okay.
I wouldn't care what car you drive. That I won't care about. Because I'm like, oh, it's not a Ferrari. Sorry.
It could be in relation to how we were talking about that advice that we were giving about the person that was 4'11", saying that at 6 foot you're rocking up. You're just like, yeah, I'm 6 foot.
That is so far off that advice that we gave.
No, but I'm just...
Like, so
listen,
our advice was
no.
completely different. We didn't say catfish, and it's all right. Don't worry about it. Shoot your shot.
No, we didn't say that at all. No, I'm just saying that's the similar premise of not using relevant or up-to-date
Oh,
photos.
so you're saying...
It's the
right.
equivalent of
Sorry,
you
I thought-
saying your height is 6
Yep,
foot and you
yep.
rock up and you're 4'11".
Yeah, sorry. I thought you were saying like, oh no, like our advice
If
was
you're
like
a
positive.
guy,
All good.
don't pretend to be a girl. Simple as that.
Well, I mean, you think that's common sense, right?
You would think so, but apparently it's not found at the bottom shelf of Coles. Yeah, annoyed.
Wow.
Cruising.
I don't know how I would... I'd probably just... I'd get up and just
what would
leave.
you do?
Oh, I'd get up and leave.
I had
I'm like,
that
nope.
one catfish at that house in Scabs. We rocked up for the party. They're like, come around, we're going to party. And then they walked out and I'm like, I'm pretty sure, I hope that's not the person I'm supposed to meet. And they're like, hi, Josh. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh. And then I showed you the profile and she looked nothing like her photos. Like, so that was my very first experience online
I'm not
dating.
drunk enough for this. I'm not drunk enough for this.
And Josh walks up, he's
I
like...
don't know if I need to beat that out.
He's like, sorry, can I just look at me a sec? Hang on. Nope.
That's literally what it was. Literally what it was. And I'm like, so he goes, all right, so next time, he goes, even though you can't spot it, he goes, this is what you got to look for. And I'm like, oh, because she was using filters, which I didn't realize.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it was only headshots.
See, that's
It
what
was,
I
it was kind of weird. Though. We were just, like,
always,
sitting in that
always
lounge,
ask for a body shot. Always.
Because obviously you can look like whatever you want to look like, but the fact because I thought I was talking to a person, I didn't even realize anything, and I'm like, you don't look what you look like, and I'm like, so I was a bit confused.
And
So
he's
that's
like,
what
I
threw me
wouldn't be here.
off. whole love is blind type of thing.
Oh, yeah, no.
I was like, I was getting on with someone, and I'm like, you don't
100%.
look like what you look like.
Yeah. No,
I forgot this whole
fuck
I
that.
remember that, man.
That's
Jeez.
great. No, I couldn't do it.
I'm like,
Couldn't do it.
and then we made up a whole thing about
I just
his
like,
sister needs to pick us up.
Yeah.
Because there was three of us.
we
There's
gotta
three of us.
go.
And then, because we went to this party, and then we sat down, and they're like, "Oh, who's here for the date?" Or to see, I've censored it. Who's here for the date? And I'm like, I think it's me, but
oh, it's bro, yeah, you're here for that.
Bro, I'm just, because we were in the lounge, eh?
yeah.
We're like sitting down at the lounge, and I'm looking around like, bro.
I was like, we gotta go. No, because
My bro's like,
we sat
"Josh, we
down.
gotta go."
We sat down because the Uber took off, right? And we're like, we gotta figure out how to leave now. Because like, what was it? Like 2 in the morning, something?
Jesus.
Yeah, it was
Christ.
just after midnight.
Or it was
some
after
shit.
midnight.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just like, because we're like, oh, because we got kicked out of the club because it closed.
Yep.
So we're like, all right, we want to keep drinking. And then
That's wow. Okay.
And
Yeah.
then
No.
just went the old,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
no, we got invited, and I was like, ah, cool, I'll meet this person.
Yeah.
That was my first catfish.
Catfish. No.
No.
Yeah.
You got to be
So I can't even remember what the
smart
question
with
was.
online
but
dating.
Look like
Question was photo related. Yeah.
yeah, just make sure you look like what you look like. All right.
Yep.
Why should you? Don't be ashamed of who you are. There's only certain things you can change in the world.
Yep.
So
Looks could be one of them, apparently.
now I instant swipe no on anybody
Or
who has a
gender.
filter
Yeah.
because I'm like I don't have time for your Snapchat.
Nope.
Yeah, I kind of want to see what they're like waking up in the morning. Because I feel like if you can accept them looking like, you know, crazy looking, then you can tell that they're going to be like how good dolled up.
I don't know how I
Well,
feel about that.
Well, isn't
That's
that-
a
what's-
very good point.
You have brought this up, like this what bro's talking about. You have brought
Very
up,
good
you
point.
have brought up in a previous podcast because it was some show you're watching
Yep.
or something, and the dude was like went to bed with the chick, and then woke up in the morning and she's completely different because like
No, that was Shits and Geeks
Yeah.
talking about maths,
Oh,
saying
maths,
like
say
how
maths,
good
yeah.
her makeup was,
Yeah.
and then she was a totally different person.
So that's what bro's saying. Like
Yeah.
in the morning when
Yeah,
you wake
yeah,
up, he
yeah.
wants to see what the
Oh, no, 100%.
in the morning when they're like
100%.
and then
Meet
judge from
me
that.
without anything on.
Yeah.
Then we'll go from there.
We're really like walking on eggshells here.
Okay, sorry.
No. In terms of like, I get what you're trying to say. You're walking on eggshells trying to make sure that you say the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Would you like me to say it?
No,
I don't walk on eggshells.
we know. you are the eggshell.
Oh no, I'm.
You're
I'll
the
say it.
You're the omelette. So yeah.
Yeah. So that was like, what would you do? What would you do, Gimp? You
Uh,
didn't say shit.
because I can't comment. Like I said, I haven't done online dating.
But what would you do if
Have
you
you
were
been
in that
catfished?
situation?
What?
Have you ever been catfished?
No, like I said, I don't do Tinder or anything like that.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. You could have been.
Yeah, what would you do?
So
Yeah,
people,
for your Pokemon
No,
Go.
no.
Yeah.
So, no. So, I'm trying to think how old was I? Maybe 16 or 17. So when I had this really good friend. Like we were getting on really ages, and I used to have a crush on her or whatever else. But her cousin started messaging me, right? And then I got on really well with her, but she was sending like, obviously had never met her before, and she was just randomly messaging me because she got my number off whatever. And I was like, oh, so what do you look like? She was sending me photos of her sister that she was pretending to be. So when I met her, I was like, you're not the person I've been speaking to for like months.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I got on like, it was basically a Love is Blind thing where I got on really well with this person and like connected on a different level.
Yeah.
And then when I actually met her, I was like, that's your sister? Why are you using photos of your or cousin or sister or something? I'm like, why are you using photos of them? And she was just like, oh, I didn't think we were going to get to this part. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Oh, that would piss
Dude,
me off.
I
If
was
you're like,
so
I didn't
vexed.
think we'd get to this point. And it was like, we've been speaking for months. What do you mean?
I wasn't like in love with her or anything, but I was like generally sort of,
Yeah.
I had
Yeah,
like
that connection.
I
Yeah.
had that connection with
Yeah, I
her
was gonna
like,
say.
on that sort of emotional
Yeah.
personality level. And I was like, I was getting into them, and then I was like, because it was actually a legitimate catfish. I'll probably keep this story, not the other. And yeah, I was vexed because I was like, I was young. This is before internet dating.
Yeah.
And I thought I generally could trust this person because I was good friends with the person she got my number off.
Yeah, and that's the other thing that I was gonna say. You build an emotional connection.
Yeah.
So when you meet that person, it's pretty much your eyes fighting with your heart, and you're like, hang on. And it's not easy, even for the person who got catfished, because you're there and you're like, I know your personality, and I like it, but I don't like what I'm seeing. So like, and they just keep clashing, and until you either get over that hurdle, or you don't. Like you need to make up your mind there and then. I think that's how you would act on a catfish sort of situation. Either you go, fuck it, let's see where it goes, or no.
Because she wasn't lying about who she was as a person.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
she was just lying about what she
About-
physically
yeah.
looked like. She was a completely different.
Yeah.
Oh, she was using photos of her sister or cousin. It was
Dude.
and
I
What
was
was the difference?
I think I'm talking to the Gimp and I show up and Walter shows up. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah. No, I'm joking. But in terms of like black and white different.
Yeah. You're like, I thought I was talking to the British one, but I ended up talking to the Albanian.
Yeah.
fuck. I got stories about sisters. I've got good stories about sisters.
I don't.
I don't know how do we approach this?
That's another podcast. That's a whole other thing. Whole other bag of fish.
All right.
Back in the day.
Good to know.
Anyways,
We're trying to behave.
Yeah,
Well, that's why I didn't say the story.
exactly.
Yeah,
I
but
just
you
said
didn't have to bring it up then.
I have a story. I said I could tell you.
This episode is just going to be snip, snip, snip,
It is going to be a bit all over the place.
snip. And I'm not talking about snip, snip, snip.
That's been snipped enough.
Edward Penis Hands.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Edward Penis Hands. What?
What are you saying?
Spyro.
You just said that.
Never.
Yeah.
I said scissor
Why are you thinking
hands.
of?
You can
What do you
go
think of
back.
penis
You
hands?
said Edward's penis
Did I say
hands.
scissor
He
hands,
said,
yeah?
he said scissor hands, but I could
He
see
said
where,
penis
No,
hands.
he said scissor hands.
What are you thinking about,
Why are
man?
you thinking about penis hands, man?
That's why I was like, what are you on about?
What are you
What
on
thinking,
about?
man?
Anyway,
Bro, what happened? What happened
Hey.
in jail, man? What happened in jail?
A lot of penis hands.
penis hands. All right, next question.
Yeah. Talking about penis.
So this is related to Gimp?
At which age did you stop getting the morning wood?
Never.
Yeah,
What do you
I can't
mean?
Say,
One does not simply
still-
never.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
You know, I still wake up with morning wood.
Ah, yeah. I thought you were about to say like you don't. I was like, you're a liar.
No, there is like I know it's not. It's to do with something, but I've done that.
Erectile
problem.
dysfunction.
No, but no, it's like it's it's a certain thing. I can remember because I was listening to another podcast about it, and a dude talks about it. And it's like if you just got like what's the word? If you got like no testosterone, you won't wake up with.
Yeah. So
what
you
I
need to
mean.
go see a doctor.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like
And
medical
it's,
condition.
It's
like,
an urgent
yeah, that's what I
medical
mean. 'Cause,
condition.
like if you got no testosterone,
Yeah.
you won't. But if you got high
No.
testosterone and you're healthy, you will always generally
So
just have wood.
yeah. So the major thing, and men are meant to wake up with morning wood.
Yeah.
It's pretty much we're fine with testosterone levels, in other words. And if you don't, it's urgent that you go to a doctor.
This guy that I was listening to, he
Yeah.
was a porn star.
He's a porn star.
Yeah, yeah. So he called his dick smoothie. He'd have it before the day before the scene, and to get his testosterone levels up. And we had a whole lot of egg whites and stuff. But like, yeah,
He's definitely made it before.
I wouldn't mind testing.
Call
it,
it
but
the
no.
Gimp smoothie.
Yeah, he was like,
it was
so
I
how
can't
many
remember who it, I
eggs
can't
am I
remember who it is.
He's in the kitchen just like cracking eggs and shit.
But it's what he called it. He called it, a protein powder, like a protein. So it's like a protein shake, and then a bunch of egg whites and stuff like that. And he said, yeah, just next.
Well,
day.
yeah, but that wasn't a
Next-
level of like, I've got no testosterone.
No, obviously, I'm not saying it's extreme levels, like, but that's what he just do. He'd call his dick smoothie, and you'd have wood the next day for the next day.
Well,
Or
that,
each
yeah.
day.
You smash your protein, especially egg whites.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It really doesn't matter.
it was an interesting podcast I was listening to. That's for sure.
It wasn't a problem, was it? It was a dream. And it was real life.
What's the worst dating advice that people commonly spread?
I got nothing.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
Yes.
Where is the sea?
Yeah, that's not a
Because
problem.
this motherfucker is swimming in a bathtub.
And some poor
He's having a
pond.
shower.
And the sea is. So I've got some
I think
some
someone
terrible advice. So take it to South Beach. In South Perth. Wear a jacket. Go on a nice walk in case you get cold. Wear an elegant watch.
Listen, I didn't realize that I was talking to people from like another world, so I apologize. Okay, so what works for me obviously does not work for you.
Not for the modern world.
fair.
Hey, I thought he wanted a woman to spend the rest of his life with. Sorry,
He tried it and she just said, we're not
he
compatible.
definitely did not try it.
No, but then remember that and then a few weeks later he's just like, all right, so the advice I reckon going to an arcade is like the perfect date. I was like, what? You told me that
I was
the
trying to make you feel better.
That was like the worst date you could
You
ever
just
go on.
smashed a chick at like a few games, and she's just like, "Nah, we're done."
No.
Yes.
Gimp, advice.
Oh, where's your pickup lines? After. Tell him now. That's the worst advice.
Yeah, pick up lines. That's the worst advice. Yeah.
I reckon one would be play hard to get.
Yeah.
I reckon that commonly that is the worst fucking thing. Because if you,
The worst misconception that.
because I feel like if you try to play hard to get, instantly, either side they're just gonna get bored and be like, well,
Because isn't it like
I mean, because in a way that shows that you have no interest.
yeah, because you're meant to like wait 3 days before you message her, otherwise you're too clingy or something like that, or
Yeah.
Oh
stuff
yeah,
like
the
that.
whole
Stuff like that. That conception, is a bit,
Yep.
if you're
Like
interested,
all the high
just message
school advice.
if they're not interested, they won't message you back. But
No, bro, don't be too keen. Don't be
That's
too
what
keen.
yeah, I get that.
What else? Just be yourself.
I was gonna go with that one, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that would come off. I don't know if that would come off well.
Because obviously it's not working.
Can I push the sound? I reckon.
Good one.
I was ready for that one.
That should sum up your love life.
Is there another one? I'm really impressed that I pushed the perfect one. There's 8 buttons.
Because your
and I pushed the
eyes were
perfect
like,
two. I know which one not to push.
yeah. All that bombo clouds.
But yeah, play hard to get. Or
All the like treat him mean, keep him keen.
Oh.
Fuck, do you remember that one? Treat him mean, keep him keen.
The worst part is sometimes that actually does work.
Hey,
60% of the time works every time.
the good guys turn into dicks. That's how that's how the cookie crumbles.
Yeah, or that what's it that if you don't look for it, it'll happen.
Oh yeah.
that's-
Don't look for it.
All the
And
time. Oh, you just wait, they'll find you. You're the ones that have found me. The worst ones. Wait, actually,
he's like, can you give him a map?
actually, I do have a funny story. I've been trying to figure out how to say what names to use instead of theirs. So the other day, a while ago.
How do you know that how do they know that you're not using their names after you said that?
Well,
Because they're just going to link it to him.
yeah. Anyways, so Mum one days at her job, she's like, "Oh, did you ever go out on a date with someone called Bambi?"
Oh my god.
No, I'm just
Not you, Bambi.
Wow. Wow. Not you, Bambi, alright?
Did you ever go on a date with someone called Bambi? And I was like, and right away, I've been out on a date with someone with that name, like with 2 different people, and I'm like, please say it's the one with this color hair. And she's like, yeah. So she now works with my mum.
Oh damn!
And I was like, all right, we only went out one time.
But was it a good date?
Well, yeah, it was a good date, and then I got the friendship message.
Classic. Classic.
It's because he didn't wear a nice watch.
Okay.
Actually, I don't even care how I come across it this one. That day, I was good on the date. That person talked about themselves in the worst possible way the entire time, and all I could think about was ick. Right? And I'm like, but I continued with the date because obviously I was enjoying myself. Because, we went to Time Zone and, dinner, Time Zone, ice cream.
Smash it at every
Ferris
game
wheel.
again.
It was a great date, right? But the whole time they were just constantly talking about themselves in like the weirdest ways. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? Like, this is not first date stuff that you should be talking about. But I'm like, whatever.
Like what stuff?
I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to bring it up. No, it's not appropriate. It's not appropriate.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was just like, first off, you don't really ever talk about yourself in this way to a potential partner, let alone a first date. And I'm like, this is weird.
Come on, that's what I'm saying about that guy on Love Is Blind. Andrew, the way he was talking to that chick, that's the vibes I was getting. Like, you shouldn't be saying some of this stuff to the chick.
Yeah,
that
I
you
agree.
haven't met before.
I agree.
That's what. But sorry, that was just.
I figured out a way to say it. She was basically calling herself a player the whole time, and I'm like,
Oh yeah. Okay. Listen,
but she wants to change her ways or something, and I'm
Yeah.
like, what are you on about?
mate, I would have been like,
No, but I was so confused. I'm like, you don't say that.
No, you
to
don't.
on a first date. It was
No.
just weird.
That is weird.
But yeah,
So did you get the friendship message?
Yeah, and I'm like,
Even after she spoke like that?
yeah, like all the next day something.
You talk about mixed signals or what? Damn.
But she kissed me on the date. And then the next
Hey,
day,
I ain't gonna
friendship
say
message, and I'm
anything
like,
about people kissing you
Yeah.
at places. All right?
No, right. So, and I was like, so it was a whole weird thing. And I was just like,
Yeah, that's just weird.
yeah. And I was like, well, it sort of, and just like, oh, no, I think we should just be friends. I'm like, well, we weren't friends in the first place. So I don't really want to be friends with you now.
Okay.
After you wasted my time. No, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I get
said
what
that
you
to
mean. Yeah, yeah,
someone,
yeah.
But
and
that was someone
she
who-
answered the exact same way, and I'm like, thank God.
And
I just said that just to be
that
nice.
That is someone who actively pursued me by getting my number off someone else.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, this is why I don't wait for people to find me anymore, because I'm like, even though I still am right now. I'm like,
What?
no,
What?
I mean, wait. If you wait for someone,
Well,
the
that's
right
what
person
I
will
mean
find
you
you.
were doing the podcast for.
Yeah,
Essentially.
but that was like these people that you wait for them. Sometimes I begin some bad ones. But this was years ago. And
Where are you looking?
I'm not looking. This person actively got my number of someone else.
No, like these days. Where are you looking these days?
I ain't looking.
Why
I'm
not?
waiting for these people.
Why?
Because actually, I did make a Hinge account. I haven't swiped anything, but I remade it. I'm gonna say,
Have you gone to the speed dates that I've linked you?
No. When have I had time?
Oh, fucking Gimp number 2 here. You've been home for 2 weeks.
It was taking a mental health break.
I was burnt out, bro.
Yeah, it was burnt out.
No, I was actively having a mental health break.
Yeah.
Didn't you tell me that you forgot that you had leave, and then you're like, I'm just taking leave.
Yeah,
Yeah, but he still needed
but
a
I
break.
was burnt out, so I spent half the time like trying to catch
Oh,
up on
okay.
editing and like
Oh, yeah, okay.
like all the projects that I had lined up. I finally had time to start potentially working on them.
But I highly recommend those dating. Like,
yeah, no, they sound like
100%.
fun, and I definitely
They're
keen to
real
try them
fun,
again.
and all 3 of you should go.
Yeah, because
Or not.
Max was saying she's trying that nuts and bolts one.
Yeah, it was the weekend gone, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the weekend gone.
Find out if it was any good.
Okay.
But
Let me know.
they're real fun,
Yeah,
and they're real good.
I mean, I would love to go just to watch you guys, and see how you guys.
I really,
stuff.
really want to go
What's
just to watch them.
No, we need to go.
Like,
Nani.
same.
What's the cuckold over there?
Same.
No.
I just want to sit in, like, I'll come with you. We'll just drink.
No,
We're like,
no.
Yeah, just watching how
Yeah, yeah.
I'll be like, oh, look at Gimp go.
No.
Yes!
I'm liking
I wonder
this
if Gimp
idea.
knows that that's the man.
Gimp just talking
Like
to
mic'd
someone
up
not
and
even in
stuff.
the group.
That's what I'm saying. You're thinking about it. Like I said, bro, I'm going to put a little earpiece in, bro. You can just sit there in the mic and just give me tips the whole way through. Yeah, I like this idea.
Dude,
That's what I'm saying. Like, a little thing in, bro. Can we
Please
fit
don't.
in?
And later,
I get-
later in the
I
hotel.
bro's
All
like,
the help I can get.
Whoa,
Later
whoa,
in
tell me
the
what to
hotel
say.
room,
Tell me what to
he's hiding
say.
in the closet, he's just like,
Okay, yeah, no. I don't need those tips. I just need the tips in the first part.
Just the tip.
Gimp, tell it just the tip. Just.
Anyway, loser of the week would have to be the AFL and the fake news that they posted this week about
Fake news.
Yeah, it was fake news. They were posting about how this gather around, which is in Adelaide. Which
I mean,
is-
those
which
are
was,
first, you know.
which was a high success supposedly. But yeah, supposedly all the games sold out. All the games sold out, and all that, and there was a big hype about it. All the games sold out. This is a big success, and then it comes on TV.
Like all the games, like
Yeah,
empty seats.
no. Most of them, like, they did have good crowds, but the
Yeah,
big embarrassment
good
was
crowds.
The big embarrassment was the Richmond Sydney game.
Oh yeah, that was embarrassing.
And like you watch it on TV, and most of the seats are empty. There's probably a
Like the whole stadium
the whole
is just
stadium
empty.
is empty. Like this is the sellout, and like
Yeah.
and it's all over. Like it's all over the internet now. So I'm like, wow.
I was watching it at David's
Well,
house.
somebody pulled the
hard
old
to-
50
it's
cent
hard-
trick on me.
The thing is, are all the fans are all the fans dressed as seats or something? And like it was just like, yeah, you can't really fake that. Like you sold out, but
No,
there's about 10,000.
not if it's on
seats.
TV.
So that's a big L. That's a
Yeah.
bit of a lie there.
Yeah, that's a good L. And winner of the week, I know we can keep doing this, or we shouldn't keep doing this, but the winner of the week is clearly the Losers Table. Our first video cracked over 100+ views.
Yeah.
Woo!
What a massive
Yeah.
Woo! I don't know. I don't want to try this one. No, no.
I saw him eyeing it.
not these
I saw him eyeing it.
Yeah.
Winner!
Yes, we are the winners. We're in the achievement.
Insert good one. know. We're going to stop pushing
two.
buttons.
It's not these two, okay?
Yeah! No, seriously, we're almost at 100 followers on Instagram. And
don't forget, man, once you hit that 100 followers, man, you get a free Losers Table shirt.
Signed.
Oh, yeah, giveaway, yes.
a black shirt signed blank ink.
Do it over the L.
But yeah, no, we appreciate it, and we just your
Loving the
continued
support
support and
lately.
all that. So just make sure you like and subscribe all the videos because there's 100+ views and there's ain't 100 likes. Just saying.
I personally
likes and
will be back to my normal
subscribers.
self after work.
But then again, it's probably me viewing it 50 times.
Well, I can honestly say this week, I watched it once and that was it.
Jesus.
But no, it's sick. We appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thank you.
And yeah, so make sure you like, please like and subscribe and share all that because it does help with all the analytics and engagements and stuff. And soon we'll have all the
Analytics is good.
Please shut up.
I just said analytics is good.
You didn't say that. You said anal liptics.
It didn't
No,
come
I
out that way.
didn't.
It
You said
sound right.
anal
It
liptics.
didn't
I
sound
said analytics.
It's not the same with the whole scissor hand gaslighting.
Yeah, penis fingers.
He said
No.
penis fingers. All right.
Anyways, all right. Before we get him started up again, get out of here, you losers.
losers.
Bye.